A razor-thin budget for Hamilton County Schools starts to take shape.
Tonight we have another look at where Superintendent Dr. Justin Robertson wants to make cuts and how those decisions could impact students. Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield. The superintendent says he understands his push to make cuts remains unpopular.
Even if we go to the county commission, even if we go to the city council, there are going to be some decisions on here that are not popular. That's right. And that we probably won't get an 11-0 vote on this budget.
Here's a look at some of the areas that might lose money under the budget proposal. The superintendent wants to cut $2 million from school safety officer initiatives. He says he expects a grant from the state to reimburse those cuts.
Dr. Robertson also says he intends to have at least one nurse in every school, but he wants to cut part-time substitute nurses from the budget. He also wants to cut transportation to magnet schools and shut down the district's print shop. That's along with the push to reduce paper and copy costs.
Our team coverage continues with Ray Collado and Lily Butler. We begin with Ray, who shares his conversation with a school nurse.
Both the superintendent and school board members say tough decisions need to be made. However, some school board members say they will not accept certain cuts, as students remain their top priority.
We are charged with public education. It is in the Constitution of the state of Tennessee to provide a public education, accessible public education to students.
If we have hard conversations now and make all these cuts now, and then take this budget to the county commission, do you know what's happened the last time we've done that? They ask us to make more cuts.
Superintendent Dr. Justin Robertson sent out this memo to HES staff Wednesday night, saying they plan to make around $18 million in reductions. He says those cuts are needed because they expect less local revenue and increasing costs in healthcare and operations.
This budget, different than any budget that anyone on this board has ever taken part of, is that these are not surface level cuts. These are 2009 cuts.
Robertson proposed getting rid of transportation to 11 magnet schools in the county. He says that could save the county $600,000. However, parents like Jessica Hoffman disagree.
I have a daughter that goes to CSLA, and my other daughter goes here at CCA, both of which start and end at the exact same time, and not sure how we're going to get our kids to school.
Superintendent Robertson says HES could also save money by cutting some nursing staff, specifically 16 PRM nurses. He claims those cuts could potentially save the county over $400,000. But Dr. Robertson warns that under the new model, there will be times a school doesn't have a nurse.
So there would be opportunities and days where a school may not have a nurse. Very similar to what we're doing with our SRDs and our SSOs.
A non-licensed personnel could give him that inhaler to use, send him back to class, that he could potentially have a severe reaction and become, in respiratory failure because she didn't know how to assess that.
School board members say, regardless of what happens, these cuts go too far.
We've got to continue to help our kids get a great education, and we can do that in Hamilton County. We just need to make sure that we're reaching out to our commissioners and telling them the same thing. They hold the purse strings.
In Hamilton County, Ray Collado, News Online.
Another major concern for parents and staff stems from potential cuts to the district's exceptional education program.
School board member Ben Doherty says these programs, which benefit students with special needs, come with challenges.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. There's nobody, I don't care if you're in California, New Hampshire, Texas, or Tennessee, that has figured out how to perfectly fund and craft an individualized education plan for thousands of kids.
Again, school board members have not made a final decision on any cuts.
But as the district weighs those changes, some members say students with special needs require extra attention. Lily Butler continues our team coverage.
What parents, staff, and board members were hoping to get from the Finance Committee meeting is answers to why changes are being made to exceptional education in Hamilton County. Board member Ben Connor tells me after the meeting there are still a lot of question marks
right now, and that's not a good situation for our teachers to be in, and especially our principals.
I asked Superintendent Justin Robertson about the new ExEd staffing model. Despite parents saying they want it to stay the same, he said the new model is based on the needs of students.
Do we do it by head count or do we do it by service hours? Most people I talk to are like, do it by service hours.
But some school board members like Ben Connor told me if changes are made, they need to be in the best interest of the child and not the structure or business model.
These are students who have special needs and get accustomed to the world that they're in and their local schools, and we need to be cognizant of that.
The proposed Hamilton County Schools budget model shows $54 million invested into exceptional ed for the 2025-2026 year.
The staffing model is based on the needs of kids. IEP teams make decisions about where those services are provided.
This letter Dr. Robertson sent out to staff before the meeting says the ex-ed staffing model shift would reduce costs by $1.6 million, and those dollars would go into specialized behavioral positions, such as board-certified behavioral analysts.
I'm interested to see the finalized plan and see what they truly bring before us at the next meeting.
Hamilton County School Board member Felice Haddon asked what positions are being offered to assistants, as 23 ex-ed assistant positions will be cut.
It's not applying for ex-ed assistants with.
The regular ed assistant positions, I talked to one the other day that moved from ex-ed to regular ed, so there are options.
Connor and Haddon told me they're hoping the next meeting on April 17th will have more answers.
The timeline is not pleasant, and it's not conducive to what the principals are trying to do to staff their schools.
In Hamilton County, Lily Butler, News Channel 9.
The school board will meet again 1 week from today. According to the district's timeline, we could see a vote on the budget as early as May 8th.